Yeah, what's up, people? All right, how you doing? Hi. Welcome to the show. It's hitthebid.com. That's right, I don't blink, ever. I'm a cyborg. People are finally starting to catch on to that. I'm actually not a human being. I've been looking through some old comments. You know, I get comments on the YouTube videos from time to time. I think there's one video where they're all commenting how I don't ever blink. I'm a freak. I'm a disturbing human being. I have a disagreeable personality. But later on, we're going to get to some viewer mail because I got to read some of these hater mails I got recently. Same kind of thing along the lines of I'm a scam artist trying to sucker people out of their money. Of course, it's a free service and it's a comedy show, but I'm trying to sucker people out of their money. So yesterday we were talking about how the market's going to be choppy, and I've been talking about a strategy called selling straddles. Basically, if you think the market's going to go nowhere, which is the way I'm playing it right now, I'm playing that we're going to stay in a range. So I'm selling calls and I'm selling puts on a range on the SPYs and the Qs that I think we're going to stay in for a month, 2 months, 3 months out down the road. Very risky strategy unless you're ready to buy these indexes, these Qs and these SPYs at lower levels if we start to tank. And of course, if we start to rally, you're going to be short. And of course, in theory, your risk is unlimited. And we'll get to the point. Now, I just want to one more tease before we get to viewer mail later on. If you've watched my videos all along, and I don't know if I blinked yet, if you've watched my videos from day one, the first video I ever made, I was complaining about getting out of a stock that I lost money on, how it was going to probably go up after I got out of it. As well as 80% of the videos, how I talk about the losses that I'm taking. And of course, I get the mail saying how can you claim to be so smart, and why would anybody want to pay you, and you say you're so smart, why won't you do it yourself, and all the same nonsense. But watch the videos, and when I do make calls, are they correct? I think they are. Talking about getting out of the market at the end of '07, that was a pretty good call. Telling people to get back into the market of March of last year, that was a pretty good call. Now, of course, I've been saying Dow 20,000. It's called tongue-in-cheek. It's called sarcasm. Dow 20,000 by 2012 might actually still happen. But that's when the market's going up every day. There's nothing you can do about it. But what I was saying yesterday, okay, was that the market's going to be choppy. And that whatever we go down today, which was Monday, will probably go up the next day on some bullshit news that we'll gap up on. Now, I see the market gapping up, and I'm all pissed off. I'm already just ready to call it a day. I haven't even sat down yet. Pissed off, muttering to myself, just angry at the world because I didn't buy anything yesterday that probably going to gap up this morning or sell out of the quid at 22 when I promised I would probably start lighting up if it got to 22, which was another good call. Remember I said to buy quid at 19.20 will probably get to 22? You can't get more accurate than that. I said buy the quid at 19.20 will probably get to 22 by this week. And lo and behold, we hit it on Friday. All right. But as I was saying is I'm sitting there just ready to just be angry. And some dude walks by me just muttering under his breath, rubble, 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 rubble. Now that was a cartoon character or some other character. He was muttering under his breath, and I swear to God he was saying rubble, 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 like Barney Rubble. But there was a character that used to do that. I can't figure it out right now. So we'll get to the viewer mail later on because some of you guys, I appreciate all the emails that I get of, you know, how to keep it going. You're a funny guy. Appreciate all the help. And of course we get the ones that just rip me apart, cyborg ones. I like the ones that they analyzed how many times I blinked in a 3-minute period. It's because the rage that is internally bubbling inside me at all times. But yeah, so still reveling in the Saints' victory. I gotta say that I'm not disappointed that the Saints won. I would have liked Peyton Manning to win one more time, but it was great for the city of New Orleans and all that stuff. The funny thing is, you've watched at the end of these newscasts during all the interviews after, every single person to the player has this to say. Well, it really hasn't sunk in yet. So, I mean, that's why sports interviews are so stupid. How does that make you feel? My favorite is, do you think you have a chance to win before the game? No, you know what? I was thinking maybe we just phone it in. We're not even going to show up because we got no chance to win. But the question that I always try to say, describe how you feel. What are you thinking right now? How does this make you feel? They just won the Super Bowl. And a lot of them, most of them, say, well, it really hasn't sunk in yet. It really hasn't sunk in yet. Well, you know, the enormity of it all hasn't really sunk in yet. What does that mean? Are they going to be walking down the street about a week and a half later? What? Somebody be like, dude, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it just sunk in. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh yeah, remember last week when I got hit by a car? Yeah, it just sunk in. It just sunk in right now. You can start freaking out, losing your mind. Just sunk in. Say something different. I know they're all guided on what they have to say. I mean, after a Super Bowl, can't just somebody so how does it make you feel? How does it make me feel? How does it make you feel? I'm freaking out, man. I'm going to go home and rape somebody. I'm freaking out here. This is nuts. Somebody just lose their mind. I remember when Kevin Garnett lost his mind when they won the championship a couple of years ago, and he was made fun of. But you know what? At least the guy was letting it out. He's like, yeah, number one. He went all ghetto, yeah, giving his gang signs and stuff. Yeah, that's what you do. You just won the Super Bowl. You just won the championship. Freak out. Lose it a little bit. Really hasn't sunk in yet. Well, it really hasn't sunk in. And I hope I'm not driving home in the dark one day when it does sink in, because I might crash my car. Hope it doesn't sink in. So we're gapping up here, and I think still the key word right here is uncertainty. The market moved up. Earnings season is here. The proven ground. Even good, bad, indifferent earnings. Stocks have been selling off. So what goes on now is that you have to start figuring out whether or not you've got a legitimate stock on your hands. If you're an owner, which I say that you really shouldn't own stocks. But it's mornings like this where you think, oh, maybe I should be buying some stuff, because what if we gap and take off from here? What I think is going to happen is now we'll gap. We'll either rally a little bit and go sideways for the rest of the day, or we'll sell off a little bit and we'll rally and just sit there for the rest of the day. So the reason I tell you to come to the chat room, and the reason I tell you that the only way to make a real decision, because whatever I say now could change in 7-10 minutes. It could change in a half an hour. I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the day. What's the point of even saying it? Are you listening to what I say on this video like it's gospel and that you're going to do exactly what I say? That's why you come to the chat room. It's a free website. You hang out with my 40 guys. We're having a good time. Yesterday, haven't traded AIG in a couple of months right now. And mind you, remember when I said that stock will eventually go back to the low 20s once all the nonsense of the short squeeze is over? And here we are. So that was a decent call if you think about it. And if you go back and you watch one of the videos, yeah, of course, one of the videos when the stock was breaking out of 30 and I said it was going to go to 50, it did go to 50. And then if you're a member of the show and you follow along, you know, I mean, testify. Come into the chat room. Come to the chat room. I'm just trying to have a good time. I just want to hang out, get to know some like-minded people, make some friends. We're going to go to the New York City Traders Expo. We'll probably just get drunk and make fun of people while we're there, because there's really no, I don't want to have any preconceived plans of what's going to happen there, because nothing ever works out when I go to that show. We'll go there, we'll have a good time, basically, leave it at that. But just, we're building a website. We've got 175 members so far. It's about a month old. Every day, these are people that are looking to trade each and every day. So yesterday I traded AIG. I was like, looks like we got a little bit of a bottom here. You might want to start picking it up, especially if it breaks this whole number at 24, whatever it was. Start picking it up. Next thing you know, it's 24.20. I was like, you might want to pick up a little bit more. If it breaks 24.40, we should get a spurt to 22.50 and whatever it was. And so if it breaks the half number, we might get another 20 cents out of it. And the trade worked perfectly. I was guiding people into it, telling when to buy. And then we offered it out. We made some money. One trade. I did one trade yesterday, pretty much, that made some decent money. I had a Met trade that was channeling between, 20 cents and 50 cents. So when it pulled back to 20 cents, I said, you might want to buy some here. And then I sold it out for a 15-cent profit, and of course it spurted 15 more cents. But you have to come to the chat room, then you see what's going on. And then there are times where you come to the chat room, I'm not even there. Nobody's talking. Nothing's going on, because that's what's happening in the market. So no one's got anything to say. All right. I'll see you at the chat room. And please, try to enjoy yourself.
Your mother likes it.